intro music. Yeah! Woohoo!
Hey there, Star Trek Fleet Command fans. Welcome back. This video coming a day later than normal, but hey, I was sick and I appreciate all your loves and prayers. We're going to talk today about an upcoming huge change to the game. And to be very clear, before anybody asks, no, this does not mean that I am over the DTI fiasco. I am not. However, that won't prevent me from talking about what I believe is a much needed update that I've been harping on, asking for, and sending ideas for quite some time. And that is a complete away team revamp. And when I say complete revamp, this is a complete revamp, not just adding a few missions, a total change. And we're going to talk about all the details here in today's video because I think it's important. Now, we'll have a separate video when this all launches so that you can see it for yourself. We'll go over what missions to focus on, what to do in the new research tree. Better said, the research tree additions. That said, we're going to go over what all is actually included here with priority 1 assignments, rewards, and the complete away team revamp coming with Wrath of Khan. So let's start with number 1 that I think is very important. This is actually available to most players in the game, starting at level 26 and above. So good to know. It's actually why you saw my Server 710 account out there in the back, because it's definitely looking forward to this update. To start engaging with priority 1 assignments, players should first navigate to the away team's research tree and unlock priority 1 assignments unlocked. So very similar to how you unlocked the away teams in the very beginning, it's the same path you're going to take to do it with the expansion. You're going to go through the research tree to unlock new missions, and then that gives you better missions to go after. We'll show you what all those look like here in a second. From there, players can begin by defeating the new Augment, Exiles, Hostiles. Recommended hostiles are 26 through 40 variants. These hostiles drop common hijack splicers, what can be then exchanged in the Augment faction store for common Wrath credits. Utilizing these credits to obtain Planetary Charge Bundle. Does this sound like there's a lot of stuff here? Hey, I warned everybody on stream. This is a lot, but I really want to stress, this is a complete overhaul of the system. So what you're simply taking is away teams and making away teams 2.0. I know I've already had people say, hey man, that sounds like a lot of currencies. It is, but hear me out to the very end and then provide your feedback. Expedite these missions further by utilizing away team speedups and refresh tokens. Yeah, refresh tokens are actually making a comeback with a free-to-play sourcing path, by the way. So conveniently found within the same bundle, that being the one with the planetary charts. So we have quite a few here getting added in. Let's talk about this right now. Each priority 1 assignment is unlocked via away team's research tree, coming in 4 rarities: common, rare, epic, and of course, uncommon, and has been meticulously balanced to accommodate different ops grades. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know ahead of time. I don't have those tables, so I don't know exactly how meticulous it was. Feedback obviously is going to be welcome. I don't expect this to come out perfect, but I do really want to stress that you're going to see improvements. For example, G5 and G6 ship blueprints are now in the away team store, something many of you have liked. There are also things like Sigma speedups for G6 players in some of these away teams. There's officer sourcing. We're going to see all that in today's stuff, so lots has been added. Pioneer chests, which fuel progress in the refresh away teams research tab, and uncommon and rare mats and ship parts ranging from G3 to G6. In fact, they're hyping this up as the best place to source officers, period. Achieving critical success on these assignments increases rewards, offering rare and epic officer shards from DS9, Strange Worlds, Enterprise E, and Sex 31. Additionally, critical successes yield Dolomite, additional Pioneer chests, high-value mats and parts, and potential full officer unlocks. And really neat stuff to see there. So let's talk about those rewards. Assignments represent the pinnacle of rewards unlocked via the tree. These epic assignments directly source Fleet Commander Khan shards and skill points. So another point, we know Fleet Commander Khan's coming in, but he's going to have free-to-play sourcing day 1. I mean, not technically day 1 since you're going to have to go through the research tree to get to those, but is nice to have long-term. He's going to be very influential when it comes to PvP. So these bundles also drop officer choice tokens, allowing you to gradually gain direct access to several officers of your choice. And you'll see when you get the faction store, there is sets. So you just choose what are you going after, what do you need to unlock. Let's talk about the different officer sourcings that are available. Common Officer Recruit has the Shakedown Cruise, Starfleet Academy, Unimatrix 12, and drops uncommon officer shards, rare or epic officer shards, and officer choice tokens. So you see, we had 4 rarities. That's what the common is going to give you. Shakedown Cruise, Starfleet Academy, Unimatrix 12. Then we have the uncommon, which is Lower Decks, Interceptor, Battleship, and Explorer Strike Teams, as well as Mirror Universe. I find it very interesting that the Mirror Universe and the Strike Teams are part of the uncommon. I feel like that's a little bit lower than I expected, making them more accessible to a lot of players. And as you can see, same process there. Rare, again, by exchanging. rare hostiles in the Augment Faction Store, Strange New Worlds, Picard, and Voyager. Probably your preeminent PvE crews in the game today, with the exception of the Enterprise E crew, which you'll see here in the Epic set, which includes Enterprise NX-01, the Galaxy Quest, Symbiosis, and Voyager 30th. Then here are the various choice tokens. Received upon claiming any officer recruit bundle include Anorak, Squid, Marco, Janeway, Borg, Hughes, Suitor, Blonde, Torres, Neelix, Harry, Kim. I remember a few months ago, or several months ago at this point, Game Design coming to me multiple times saying, hey, if you could just pick officers that are greatly important to free-to-play, name them. And a lot of the ones that we were naming throughout this process, and I'm sure other CCs were doing the same, were things like Gwen DeMarco, things like Borg Q, things like Neelix, Harry, Kim, Blonde, Torres, and here you see them. Now, if you've already maxed them, hey, more transporter patterns for you. But if you haven't, very, very critical. Away team quality of life updates as well. You're going to get the auto assign feature, which I really am interested in. It is key to note, though, on the auto assign feature to pay attention, because it may not be officers that you want to send out. It's simply going to try to do similar to how the quick speed up does, where it's just going to try to say, hey, mathematically, what works best? You might want to switch things out here and there, but it is now hit the mission, hit the button, start, instead of you picking what you want, which can be something that y'all really enjoy. Direct navigation links in the away team screen to the research tree. So as you can see on the screen, you're gonna be able to just go where you need to go. So if you need to go to the research tree, etc., it's all available to you on the bottom right side. A reorganized away team research tree for enhanced clarity. So what they've done is they've moved all your old research down to the very bottom level, and all the newer researches are going to be on tiers or rows 1 and 2. So you work your way on down so that you can get what it is you're looking for, but all your previous stuff is going to be at the bottom row, already completed, I assume, for many of you, or if you like my low-level account, still working through it. So, limited gift bundle available in the away team store. Players can claim valuable, this is the priority 1 away team resources, including Sigma away team speed ups for players engaging with a G6. That's been a very, very big point that a lot of G6 players have mentioned wanting, and here you go. Now, how good are those speed ups? I'm not telling you that these are the 15-hour ones that you can get in Mirrored Terex. I'm simply telling you that they're there. I don't have the loot tables here. We'll go over that once we get all of the information. But on paper, this is a massive revamp that's greatly improving ship part sourcing, ship blueprint sourcing, officer sourcing, and speed ups and Latinum, because that's what away teams have been doing for us already. So pretty big revamp that I am personally very excited about. And I get it. I'm still upset about some of the recent decisions from the Overlords, and that hasn't changed. That said, I do believe this revamp has been drastically needed. It is a drastic change. It is drastic improvement. It's my opinion. You give me yours. I'm not saying you have to love it. I am saying, though, that if everything you've seen on the screen you think is going to improve a feature that, in my opinion, was already one of the most important features in the game, let me know by liking the video. Yeah, it's very easy to do. All you got to do is hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And remember, if you do still have issues, complaints, etc., put in the feedback, because it's because of feedback that big changes like this are happening, because they could have just left away teams to rot and die. Instead, you're getting a massive overhaul. And that's because of your feedback. So, live long and plunder. Stay safe for the Space Cowboys. Deuces, that's me. Catch you on the next Star Trek Flick Event video. That's it. We're out.
An even better outro than the intro. For the Empire and glory to your house.